I'm here at the stop sign. And what did I see? Standing there right on the intersection. Just eating away at this guy's tree. Yeah, it looks like an apple tree. Huh. I don't know if you can hear them, but we call them lake flies here, or mayflies. You can see them. By the power lines for some reason. Oh yeah, there you go. It's kind of eerie. Usually maybe 3 times a year we'll get them. Earlier in May. It kind of depends on the weather, I guess. What's up, guys, and welcome to Exploring the Holos. You may see that I don't have my microphone on. I'm going to do this first little clip of the video without the microphone at the same sound level to see if it makes any difference. I wasn't impressed with the way it sounded last time, and when I put it on just like an audio recorder app, it does show me that there are increased levels with the microphone. But I'm wondering if the video application of this phone is not working with it, or if there's a setting or something that I'm missing, because it just doesn't sound right. We got to figure something out, or I got to get another microphone. I got 4 of these right now, and if they don't work, that just sucks. But anyways, today we're going to be tackling the Sebring code that I had. If you watched a few videos ago, I talked about the blue driver and how I read my check engine lights and how I do diagnostics with that. And it seems like I'm shaking. I haven't really eaten anything today, and I've had a few energy drinks. Is that better? So we are going to be changing out the air intake runner valve, which is stuck open. This is a common problem with these 2009 Chrysler Sebrings, where the spring mechanism inside, I don't know if the spring breaks or just lets loose. It sounds like a cheap, ill-engineered part, but it was not cheap to buy. It was $165 for a little bitty box with a plug into it. So it should be fairly simple. Let's get into it. Well, I'd like to say, if you subscribed, thank you. We made it to 100 subscribers after almost 2 years. I understand that the algorithm doesn't like my type of videos because I don't talk about one thing, and I don't plan on changing that. I plan on putting a wide array of different kinds of information out there. So yes, maybe half of my videos are going to be about fixing things. So thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, thank you for watching, but please subscribe and share this if you think anybody could be in use of this information. Let's get after it. Okay. I don't know if you can see that because it's very sunny, and I can't even see what I'm filming here. So this right here, I'm going to take off. This is a 5/16, and I'm just going to pull this hose off. I'm going to take this off and move it back here, and then we can get at the part down there. So let's do that. Oh, that doesn't fit. All right, just like that. And it may be easier. We may have to take the cover right off of this airbox. There we go. Unplug that. Let's push this back here. Hopefully that stays there. Okay, so we're gonna do shit. Be careful not to rip it. So this right here is the part we're trying to get to. Hopefully you can see it. This is not working out as well as I hoped. Look at that. So I'm going to take this off. Just like that, that comes out of the way pretty easy. We're gonna put that on my. I'm gonna put that on the ground. I'm not gonna put that on my son's car. While you're in here, check out your air cleaner. Air cleaner is good. The inside of the box is very dirty though. You do not want to take this off if you do not have to, because that is going to have radiator fluid in it, and that does not sound fun. So this is going to be a 10 millimeter right here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this plug down here. There's a red little switch you got to push down. That should just come off. You may have to get a screwdriver. Pause. Okay, so let me make sure my mic is still on. I think maybe the green light is still on, so should be good. Can you hear me now? All right. So you take a screwdriver, if you can't get it out by hand, and pry that off. And hopefully then we'll be able to get to this little 8 millimeter down here. But we're going to take off the 10 millimeter first. That's a 5/16 still. Let's try. Ooh. It's kind of weird because all the metric ones are a different size drive, and then all the standard are 3/8 drive. I got people yelling. If I hadn't mentioned, I live on a very busy road where people like to ride their bikes and walk constantly, so please excuse the interruptions sometimes. You probably didn't even hear that. And now we're moving on. Oh, look at that. So we either have to go to a super long extension so that we can get underneath this hose, or find a shorter way to do it. I'm gonna go down here. Oh man, see, this air box is really gonna be in the way. I may have to end up getting an 8 millimeter wrench to try to get in there. I'm going to speed this up. There you go. I didn't find an extension or a shorter 8 millimeter, but I did find a knuckle, and I found like a 3/8 breaker bar with a moving head. So we'll see how that works. The issue I have is none of my 8 millimeters will fit on a 3/8 drive. So they end up being too long because I have to use this adapter. Are you kidding me? You know what? That one in the corner is a 10 millimeter. So just so you know. Alright. I think I'm going to be able to get at it though. There you go. You need some kind of a knuckle, something that articulates. Or you could probably get it with a shorty wrench. But just a straight extension or a straight deep well socket, I don't think is going to reach it. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. But if this is the only issue, $165. Oh, here we go again. This is the only issue. 165 bucks is going to save me a lot of money. Most shops out there charge 160 bucks for labor per hour. So trying not to bend it too much and put too much pressure on it, because I do not want to snap it off. It's coming out. If I can put a little bit of an extension on there. I would not want to work on cars all the time. It just doesn't make my back feel really good. I'm bending like right in the middle of my back. Well, let's get this out of the way, and then I can find the 10 millimeter I took out and dropped. Please excuse the airplane sounds. We're in the middle of EAA Air Venture on the other side of the lake here. So they'll be flying overhead pretty much all day, every day for the rest of the week. Alright, so here we go. With that extension, or with that adapter and the socket, I can get in there with a regular ratchet quite easy. So if you don't take out the wrong bolt, if you make sure you're taking out the correct bolt, it's going to be way easier for you. Yeah, now I can get it with my fingers. Now this should pop off. Here we go. Just like that. Oh, there it goes. And now it is closed the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, it just got stuck open. All right. That's what that looks like. And I'm going to move these just to see if I can move them. It doesn't appear that I can. Maybe this is bad too. I don't know how far it's supposed to go. It should go further than that, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. That's how far it goes. Alright, let's find that bolt. Alright, I'm not too impressed with the range of motion that the flappers actually do, so I'm hoping that this is all I have to deal with. Wow, it is like almost 90 degrees out here. So here's the new one, $165 in stock at O'Reilly's. It does have a number on here, Don and Gary Grand Chute. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. I don't know why they want me to call. Like maybe if it doesn't work or whatever. It's pretty easy. I mean, you just line up the hole pattern, and hopefully I get that slot in that slot, that doohickey in the slot. I wonder, you know, I am going to wait. I'm going to wait to put the wire on until the end. I did spray some anti-rust lubricant in there. Maybe it goes like this. Yeah. All right. Well, if it goes like that, then I'm gonna have to get this to move a lot more. Yeah, it is stuck. Now I'll go back. I don't want to break it off. I'm sure it's just plastic inside there. This thing. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get in there. I'm putting it like this. I think that should go, and then I just have to rotate it up a little bit maybe. This is not as easy. Not as easy as I thought it would be. Hopefully in the groove there. Hopefully. It does appear to be flush. We're going to throw this one in right away. I don't remember offhand if this is an 8. I think that may be an 8. Yes, 8. All right, that's not going so far. Let's switch back over this. As you may know, I am sometimes quite the impatient man. The other two are going to be 10 millimeters. Oh, jeez. Keep thinking this microphone is a bug. But I had a bug on my neck. I really hope this is it, guys, because I do not like that check engine light being on. They make them so bright. You know, and there's only one check engine light. If there's another problem, there's no way I'd know. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in the plug right away because I don't think that's going to be in my way anymore. So you slide that up, and don't forget the red tab that's got to go up to lock it in. And this one we needed the knuckle on here. I'm going to go ahead and get it started by hand. Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I did not need a knuckle. That might be the one that fits in between the tube. It's always more difficult to put things back together. So now I'm just going to take this off and put this in here. And hopefully then it'll be easier to guide it in there. Ah, I dropped it. Dang it. Anyways, pause. Okay guys, wow. I ended up dropping that bolt inside the engine bay, and I had to stick my head way down in there to find it. And when I found it, I realized there's no way I was going to reach it. In that situation, it's always handy to have an air compressor. I got this extended high concentration end on there, and I was able to put that down there and blow 110 psi worth of air. That did get the bolt out. And when I told you you could plug in the plug before putting all the bolts in, that's wrong. You want to make sure you get that bottom bolt in before you plug the plug in. And I guess some of us got to learn the hard way so that you don't have to. And now I have everything buttoned up. So I'm going to get the blue driver and see if I can clear out the code. And when I do that, I'm going to take it for a drive and make sure it stays cleared out. And I don't even know if... I'm not even going to know right away. I'll have to get back to you whether we did solve the problem. Because it usually takes at least a day before the code to come up again. So I'll have to let you know on that. Alright, well, I'm here at the gas station. No check engine light so far, but I'll keep you posted. That's it. I hope you enjoy this information. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Ad Astra, my friends.